I have a message today that I feel extremely important since tomorrow is the sixth anniversary for the Syrian uprising against brutality, against fascism, against human rights, war crimes. Tomorrow will be the day that we all Syrians continue to live in the utmost atrocities that is inflicted on civilians. I felt as a Syrian and as a human being and as a father of six, and also it's my responsibility to echo the thousands of people I have met over the past 5 years in my 30 journey to Syria, delivering aid to children, weak women and families, civilians inside Syria under the brutal bombardments of the Assad regime and his allies. Many of the world leaders, including the United States, have turned their backs on Syrian people. And not only turned their backs, they have even sometimes and oftentimes they also boosted the Assad regime and Russian by indirectly supporting them in the so-called fight against terrorism, or ISIL, you can call it whatever you want. Today I felt the urge to really give this message to the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and I would like to say a few words to him that I believe thousands of Syrians would love to really reach out and tell him. So today I would like to tell him this. I may not be able to come to the United States right now, delivering my suggestions for the future of your policy toward my country, Syria. But I have a message for you now that I hope you will listen very, very carefully, Mr. President. I implore you to genuinely take into consideration the root cause of the Syrian war, not just the easy way to appease your party and supporters. While you have lived in a beautiful towers, engraved with your names and flashy signs, the people you are trying to keep out, I'm talking about Syrians, have been living under the dictatorship of one regime, one unilateral regime that is being brutally oppressing these people. One family that has dedicated their future by killing hundreds of thousands of those close to them. And while you're focused on ISIS, Assad regime continues to be the force most dangerous to Syrians, and the one that will continue to destabilize the whole region. If this does not end with the removal of the Assad regime, the crisis will not just go away, or it will not just stay in Syria. I'm talking about inside the territory or the region, mainly Syria. It will definitely expand even further than it already has. So, as a father of six and as a Syrian, it is time for us to end this for the Syrians. Let them not see more sufferings, and for the rest of the world has to step in and pressure those forces that are killing on the ground in the name of war against terrorism, which is absolutely not serving the cause. We have to unite and end the suffering of those people. Enough killing. Over 700,000 people has died inside Syria. 11 million displaced refugees internally and also externally around the neighboring countries. Estimated to have 1 million orphan. 70% of Syrian infrastructure is completely demolished. I would really hope that the Syrian people do not see the seventh year go on for in more atrocities and in more killings. Enough killings, enough killings. Let's all work together in spreading this message and work together in delivering real, tangible peace to these people. They really, really deserve it. All they wanted is to live in a democratic country, working for the country, not in the pocket of one regime that it goes, of course, for one family. One more thing I'd like to really address here is the mass hate that has been spread around here in Europe. I've just returned from Syria myself, from Turkey, noticing that there is a lot of conflict between Holland and Turkey. And of course, that is not only that one conflict. We are facing here in Europe mass hate speech and a huge populism that is really focusing on hate and delivering negative message among its citizens. I would really love to see Europe come also together in denouncing that hate speech against people, against especially Muslims, that are really suffering at this moment. This heinous, low, I think, type of speech has been going on. I mean, we should learn how to coexist together, respect one another, and remember that we all belong to one race, and that race is humanity. So let's keep humanity, uphold and respect it, and cherish it as much as we can. Thank you all for this. I really hope this message finds listening ears and turns that understanding into real action on the ground. On behalf of me, the toy smuggler, Rami here in Finland, and on behalf of all the thousands of kids I have met over the years inside Syria that are longing and aspiring for a real life, I hope this is end and you all support them. Thank you all, and keep the peace.